Hello everybody, Ian Robson here, and welcome to another episode of Texas. Alright, we got what's going on today. We're continuing on with our harvest. Wow, it's like I've never spoken before. So we are continuing on with our harvest. We're almost finished. We got about 4 passes or so left. Something along that area. And, good. About 4 passes left, so we should finish this relatively soon. Course play so far has been working out relatively well, actually. We've been delightfully surprised thus far, which is good. It is always nice when you are surprised by something like that. So, it has been working well. I guess what happened last time is I just hadn't recognized that the course was done or anything yet, and that was the reason why it wasn't working properly. I don't know. I guess they were the combine and the combine was sending signals to the Massey Ferguson saying, hey, we're not done here yet. I guess that was the reason why it wasn't working properly last time around. So I don't know if I actually mentioned this last time, but we actually only own the one field for the time being. The fields get progressively larger. So for the time being, we're just going to stick with just the one field. We'll probably expand into maybe field 2 and field 3 soon, but we'll see when that happens. Not sure yet. Whoops, really? Did we really miss that last little bit there? There we go. So we'll see what happens there. Not sure what field we're going to move into next, but I have a feeling it'll be probably the next largest field. I've just been harvesting with the pipe out for the time being. I know you wouldn't normally do that. It's just easier with, well, I'm sure some people do it and some people don't for various reasons, so we'll see what happens. For the time being, it seems to be working well enough with the unloading course play course, which is good. So just needs to have like a little bit of extra time. You just need to take into consideration what may or may not happen here. So it takes a little bit of time for it to register certain things. It seems like it's not instantaneous, which is, you know, the way it was before. I just haven't messed around with it a little bit, so I guess that's the reason why. But this wasn't actually fertilized, I realized, but ooh, look at all the extra money I had from messing around with money mod. As you can see, we have 195,000 liters of wheat. And as you can see, the prices are a bit different this time around. I'm just playing on normal this time, just to keep things moving. Gotta turn that off again. Just to keep things moving on a nice pace. I put it to normal instead of hard. So we did that. Grain elevator, windmill. Which one's the windmill? I don't even know. So we'll see how this plays out on normal instead of hard. I'm kind of curious now, but we'll see what happens. Just gonna slow down here and wait for that guy to get over here. What's he doing? He's taking his time. I have it because they consume fuel now. I have him driving past the fuel trigger, which should, if he's low on fuel, refuel him. Although I haven't really experienced running out of fuel yet, which is kind of funny actually. So, how much is a baler? Let's take a quick peek at the shop, Ian. Not everything else. Do we want a square baler? It's 128,000. The round baler is 58,000, but I really don't want to mess around with round bales. I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's not really modded balers out there. Well, there are some, but they're like renditions of old ones. So here's the Kuhn one, which I guess is the newest one, which I haven't really used, but apparently people have had some trouble with it, if memory serves. So I don't know why I still have it if that's the case, but it's there. And I don't think I have a new cultivator as well, the John Deere 4020 extended edition. So this is a 15.5 meter width cultivator. And is there anything else that I have? I don't think there's anything else that I picked up that was really... Oh, I guess these two. These are, if you remember, this is the Mr. Fox John Deere 9560 spin converted. It's not terrible. It's not too bad. This one is worse because it has tracks on it. I don't think it was ever meant to have tracks on it, just because of the way it looks. And I got these John Deere 6810s. They're really nice, actually. They're 135 horsepower. And this is an Ursus with a front loader on it. That's all I got for tractors. What else do I have? Oh, I got the Kloss 550, 560 TerraTrack, and the 5130. So I guess those are the ones I have that are new. Is that guy coming yet? Jeez. He's taking his time here. I keep forgetting that when you go into the shop now, that it doesn't continue. That's one thing I wish. I don't know why they changed it like that, but it used to be where you could go into the shop and things would run in the background, but now they changed it so when you go into the shop, everything slows down and stops, basically. So, oh well. So, we could get a baler, but we don't have any animals yet, so there's no real point of baling as of yet. And the only animals that really need hay, or straw, I should say, are cows. So, let's just buy some cows then. We can probably buy... Let's buy 10. There we go. And that gives us a little bit of room to grow, I suppose. So we'll see how that works out. Of course, I mentioned this last episode that my animal HUD is in French, not English. So we have, I guess it would be, if I was going to say it all in French, it'd be 10 vaches, which is 10 cows. Holy smokes! It's taking his time there. But we have 10 cows now, so I can actually use the... We can actually use our straw. Maybe what I'll do then is I will wait for this guy to get started over here. There we go. And then hire a worker. And how much did we say we had? 195,000. So let's hop into our semi here. So this is the day cab 379. It looks better in white, I discovered. In black, it doesn't look nearly as cool. And also, if you look at these tires here, they don't look... They look okay from a distance, but they look like untextured in comparison to these ones. Don't know why, but yeah. But they don't have, these ones have chrome on them, so they look cooler. It's unfortunate, but whatever. Anyways, let's go get some barley. Or, yeah, I think that's barley. I don't know why there's a, I guess that when you're in the cab and you want to switch out of the cab, this is the camera you get first, which is, I find annoying at least. But that's just me. Alright, oh, it was wheat, not barley. And the other thing about this particular trailer is, as you can see, it doesn't do the dynamic loading like it does with the standard in-game trailers. It does like the old school 2013 loading, which is a bit annoying, so... I don't know. This truck always looks funny when you hop into it and there's like, I guess the light is behind us right now, so it actually makes everything look really, really, really bright. And also because it's white, it doesn't look very, very good. But from the outside, so yeah, the sun's over there. From the outside, incoming lag. Wait for the light, there we go. From the outside, it doesn't look too bad though. Looks like they tried to model some shocks in there. This guy right here has some texture problems, but I'll just leave that alone. The nice thing about this trailer is that it does hold 100,000 liters, and I think what I might potentially do at some point is change this trailer to a larger size and then switch over, because this one I feel like it's not quite as polished, which is unfortunate, but it is the way it is. So where exactly is the windmill? Down there. Not helpful at all. Jeez. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. So hopefully we'll get enough money from this so we can maybe get a baler or something. It is on normal, and because it's on normal, you do get a bigger yield. So need to take that into consideration. I think I've said that quite a few times now. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, let's go ahead and... Ooh, what happened there? Why on earth is it doing that? I don't know, that was strange. I was like, what's going on there? I'm like, how? I guess that thing must have slid and didn't follow the same path as the truck. That's my only... So this is what I kind of did, and then, yeah, ooh, that's not cool. Looks like I'll need to adjust the weight or something of that. Didn't notice that before. Anyways, let's check out some of the comments from the previous episode. This is still episode number 1 because I've just did a little double here. Is that guy still moving? Yes, he is. Perfect. Gotta love hard workers. Ooh, where's the... Looks like there was road here, but I guess there isn't. So let's drive on here, I guess. That's strange. Wonder why that trailer did that little thing. I'll have to check that. Check out the XML, maybe add some weight to it or some better weight. One of the things I did notice is that there is a certain amount of mass associated with trailers now, and you can actually adjust it, which is pretty cool. I discovered when I was messing around with the XML. So, also because I have the less engine braking mod, I need to, I really don't like that reverse camera thing. I'm not used to it, maybe that's the reason why. Anyways, Farmer Boy 888 says, can you do a Drayton Farm series? Drayton Farm would be possible, I suppose. It wouldn't be much different than this map. The only difference would be the size of the shape of the fields, I guess. I know Hitman started a series on Drayton Farm and was like, no thanks. And the main reason for him not playing on that... Why am I going this way? It's supposed to be going the other direction. Just realized that. There we go. I know Hitman started a series on Drayton Farm. We're not going to the freight yard. Where are we going? We're going to the windmill. 680. Let's just check. 680. Yeah. Freight yard. That's a considerable difference. Like, look at that. Jeez. 680 at the windmill. Anyways, Hitman started playing on Drayton Farm and he stopped because he realized there was no animals or anything in it. So he was like, no thanks. Joshua asks if I can do a video on how to edit a map. In fact, I have already done that. If you go back and look through, I think it was a Giants Editor tutorials in the playlists. I did a little bit of editing there. It's for 2013, but it's exactly the same. It hasn't changed. Chris says he's not a fan of this map. Sorry to hear that, Chris. I know not everybody's going to be a fan of this map. Just the way it is. I can't please everybody. If I would try to please everybody, I'd be playing on 10 different maps. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should play on a different map every single... Nah, that's not going to happen. Who am I kidding? A different map every week, maybe, or something? Yeah, that's not cool. I wonder why it's doing that. I'll have to check. I think maybe what's happening is it's like maybe all the tires aren't touching the ground yet. And when I turn... they don't recognize that we're going forward. I don't know. Nick says, in that, Nick says there's no straw trigger for cows. He said something else, but I'm not quite sure what he's trying to say, so. Alright, how much does this weigh? Ooh, this might be an interesting thought. I bet that's the reason why it's not working properly. 68. So let's back up here a little bit. That's the whole truck all on there. Oops, wrong side. Yeah, so let's just... Oh no, that does have a weight to it. But maybe that weight just isn't computed or something. Alright, so where the heck is the windmill? Which one is the windmill here? Oh, there's the windmill. Or there is a windmill. I don't know if it's the windmill we're looking for, though. Oh, goodness. That was a bad turn. Okay, so this, I think, is the elevator. There is a windmill. Is there a sell point around that windmill? Maybe there is. I just didn't see it. Alright. Not very helpful, I'm not gonna lie to you here. And what's that then? There's a heating, grain elevator, garden center. I don't know why they decided to put all of these in exactly the same spot. This always makes this difficult. And there's no sign either, which is also annoying. Oh goodness. Alright, so there's a windmill. This is the grain elevator. That must be the garden center over there, where you can buy trees. Not going to do any logging. Sorry, folks. It's not my thing. As I mentioned in the past, the only thing I'll do probably is if a tree is in my way, I will cut it down. Otherwise, I probably won't do much logging. So that is the grain elevator heating plant. Yeah, so this must be the garden. This must be the windmill right up here. Ugh, that's annoying. Oh well. Alright, so let's drop this off here. Also, this trailer originally didn't have... How are these guys doing? Oh, they're doing well. Perfect. The joys of courseplay. You can do other things. Still not working at 100% obviously, but... no, I didn't think I could do that. It's weird, because some trucks, the in-game truck, the man truck actually has... you can put on like differential locks and four-wheel drive and whatnot, but this truck you can't. No, it wasn't this one, it was the other truck. So, one thing that I probably might... that I'll need to try and fix is... So see when it opens up here, and what will happen is the particle effects will start in the wrong place, so down the bottom there, and they should start at the top. But I don't know if it works the way I want it to, because it should... Apparently what if you look at the in-game stuff, it'll start from the top and go down to the bottom, but this one I just have it set so it starts at the bottom, which is not correct, but at least it's there. Before, when I first got this mod, it wasn't there at all, so... Just to give you an idea. Still looks better. It looks better than not having it at all, I guess, though. Yeah, you can tell this is a low-res trailer, though. Tires. It looks alright. I don't know. There are definitely better ones out there, or better looking trailers. So what I could do, theoretically, is I could... Oh, I got 90 grand for that? Wow, I did not see that one. Alright, so we were at 68,000 coming in, and heading out, we're at 27. So we... Yeah, I think the trailer itself doesn't have much weight. That's what it is. Let's take this way around. See what's around here. I'm gonna delete that camera. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's been too many times where I'm like, oh look, there's that. Yeah, I think what's happened is the weight that's in the trailer itself from the grain doesn't translate into how much it actually weighs, and that's the reason why it slides, or maybe because it's not putting enough downforce. I'm not sure. Those are some theories at least. But the interesting fact was when we were... that's not a road. Where are the roads here? Really? There's no road that goes from east-west? That seems a bit odd. I don't know if I'm not sure if it's like that actually in Texas or not, but that seems strange if it is the case. We'll take a little drive around. What the heck? Doesn't make that much of a difference. Whoa. Yeah, the trailer didn't do anything that time. Strange. What else we got here? Cake Man Does Minecraft, I guess it's supposed to be. Yeah, this one is too flat. I think he meant T-double-O. That's the English teacher inside. English teacher inside of me coming out there a little bit. It's too flat and doesn't look good. Please do another map. Unfortunately, Cake Man Does Minecraft. Quite a few people said they wanted this map, so we are going to play this map for a bit. But like I said in the last episode, we may do something along the lines of having a dual map set up for the time being. Like a one European map and one North America map, something like that. We'll see, and that'll keep it at least change it up a little bit instead of it being all on the same map all the time. I know Randy, RD Allen is doing something like that with. He's doing, I think it's Bjornholm and Made in Germany map, which is a pretty slick map. If you want to check out a nice map, so this is what it normally looks like. A little bit darker. It'd be cool if you could customize it a lot more, but from the outside this truck looks pretty darn good, but on the inside, I know, admittedly it's probably because I have graphics setting a bit lower, and that's probably part of it as well. I don't know. Just a random thought. I'm pretty sure it's a fire hazard to only have one exit to a farmyard. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, so we got $92,000. That's not quite enough to get a baler. Where would we go from, like 50 to... Well, I bet you if we sold one more load of wheat, we probably would have... Well, we have enough anyways. We would have enough to get a baler. Yes, please. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure that out too. But honestly, if I'm honest with myself, wow. If I'm honest with myself, I don't think I want to work on this trailer too much because the actual looks of it, which I don't know how to fix that. I know how to fix things like how much it weighs, how much it is supposedly weighs, stuff like that. I know how to fix that, but I have no idea how to fix the way it looks. Well, it's not true. I know how to fix the color. Maybe that's the reason. So see how it's... That might be the reason. The actual trailer itself is... The actual trailer itself is just high, and it's angled upwards, and that might be part of the reason why it's sliding around when it's fully loaded. Anyways. Yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I know how to fix like the weight of it, how much it contains. I know how to add particle effects, because that's mostly done in like Giants Editor / XML stuff, which is easy to fiddle around with. But when it comes to the way things look, don't know how to figure that out yet. David Oldfield, he did mention how to bring stuff into Blender, and it's not terribly difficult, apparently. But when it comes to like textures and making things look pretty, don't know how to do that yet. Anyways, I bet you those guys are done there, aren't they? Let's just unload this guy into the combine, or into the trailer there. Perfect. And then we'll send him on his way. Doesn't make a difference. And we'll go here and drive now. And why is he in traffic? The interesting part is it used to be with Courseplay you'd either set it so it stopped the last point once, but now they change it so it's activated or deactivated, so it'll always stop at the last point or not at all, which is kind of cool. So with when the soil mod comes out, you'll be able to adjust that accordingly, which is really cool, I think. Alright, let's drop the header there. Whoops. Maybe I shouldn't have just dropped it. Perhaps I should have unfolded it first. That would have been nice. There we go. Yeah, could you imagine dropping a header that, like, this header costs like 80 grand. Like, could you imagine just dropping it? Anyways. So you only have the one field, so our combine is done for the time being. We could... Let's close that. That's one thing that I kind of liked about not having Courseplay and the GPS mod and all that, is that you have a lot less... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, does this thing not have a hitch on the back? You have a lot less stuff on your screen. So like this is the way, this is really nice to play like this. Let's close that. Because there's nothing on the screen. And it makes it quite enjoyable, actually. I saw this, I think it was Grant, Scottish Gaming Guys, posted a video the other day. We were in TeamSpeak together and he showed it. Basically the guy had, it was a farming simulator, the guy had 3 screens, 3 monitors in front of him, so like one for center view, one for left view, one for right view, and he had a rear view monitor as well, so when the camera changed to the back, it would go to the back monitor, and he would look behind him. It was crazy. Craziness. And also, I actually saw another YouTuber the other day, Jammin', I don't know what the number is behind his name, I can never remember it, Jammin' something. Let me check right now quickly. We've been tweeting back and forth. Jammin000. Jamin. He posted a picture of his new simulator setup. It is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie to you. He has a 3-monitor setup in front of him with like a proper steering wheel setup. I think he has a G27. And he also has a like a racing seat style thing. I'm not sure if that is, I think that is his casting computer, so to speak, so when he's actually recording himself playing the game and whatnot. But I just found him on YouTube, I don't know, the other day. But he primarily does, I should say. Let's just stop this here for the time being. Put the parking brake on, it's always helpful. He primarily does Euro Truck, actually. And I actually watched a video of his the other day. He had an Optimus Prime Peterbilt. It looked awesome. Yeah, that shouldn't slide nearly that much. I wonder why that's doing that. I'm guessing it's because of these aren't low enough. Just because if you look carefully, this truck is a little bit higher. And I think that's the reason why. No, all three of them are on the ground. That's my guess, though. Just the way it's situated. Alright, so I think we'll take this load to... I don't know why there's a... This map makes no sense to me sometimes. We're just going to go straight down here. It seems illogical to not have a road that goes north, east, south, west. Just saying. Alright, time for a quick drink here, folks. Here we go. Some nice... Well, it was hot lemonade, but now it's cold. First time I ever mentioned that, people were like, what? Hot lemonade? Yes. I don't know why, but I like it. It's like... Well, it's not very fancy. How I make it is just water, concentrated lemon juice, and then I microwave the water, put the lemon juice in it, and it makes like a concentrated lemon juice. Is that all grass there? Oh, so it is. What field number is that? Better slow down here first. Now we want to head... Whoa. We want to head west. So I think that is this way. Yes. There is a mod that has the directions like northeast, southwest, and all that jazz. I just have not gotten it yet. I'm gonna take that camera out. It's not a very hard fix, but it's just annoying that they have that. I know why they have it, but normally if I'm backing up, so like if you're backing up, that's the camera you would use, but how often, I don't know. Like, I guess it's to simulate looking out the back of the, out of the back of the truck, I guess, but I don't know. It annoys me. Because I'm used to going from like this view to this view without the intermediary step. Yeah, I think that's the reason why. I could raise those a little bit, but I don't think I'll really try to. What I think I'll probably do is I'll probably mess around with the other trailer that I was using that I liked a bit better. But, well, I liked it but didn't like it. The reason why I didn't like it is because it actually doesn't tip or anything. And there's no, like, walking floor or anything like that, so it just kind of empties without any tipping or anything like that. Like, this one actually tips up, which is nice. Yeah, it must be because it's not flat. Anyways. But the other one just looks better, too. Yeah, maybe I'll switch over to that one. I'll fit it with it a little bit first. Like, I like the way this looks because it's a little bit more American. I'm waiting for belly dump trailers. I haven't seen any ones that have been transferred over. Actually, that's not true. Ooh, look at that tire there. It's like it's not touching the ground. Anyways, I have seen one belly dump trailer converted, and that was one that David Oldfield was working on. They're fiddling around with, so... Alright, how much money are we going to get? We're at $94,000. How much is this going to give us? It should give us about 40 grand, I'm guessing. Something like that. Alright. So yeah, we don't have that many... I haven't seen many trailer options that I've liked that don't conflict with these Peterbilts, because the Peterbilts have a longer... Like the back of them, the axle's a bit longer. Oh, 150,000? Oh. The axles are a bit longer here, so what will happen with the Crampy, how you want to say it, trailer, this one, is that this back rear frame will actually collide with the legs right there. Perfect. So we get $160,000 now. So how much is a baler? Here we are. It's 120, and then how much for the auto stackers? So that is, ooh, we just barely have enough for that. That's 30 plus 40. No, actually, we have a bit less. Not quite enough. But I think we still have some barley or some wheat left over. So maybe what we'll be able to do is just sell the last. Well, what I'll do is I'll sell the last of the wheat off camera, and then we'll come back next episode, and we will get some baling done. Perfect. All right, folks, that's it for today. My name's Iain. Robson has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Texas. Catch you guys later.